Yeah, summer's a crazy time. Don't get to see everything I want to see. Don't get to make as many videos as I would like to make. Kind of got to cherry pick what I'm seeing at this point. I want to see Detroit. I want to see Girls Trip, even though I think it's out of theaters at this point. I don't think I'm getting to The Dark Tower, though. I think I'm just going to leave that in that weird first weekend of August pocket that, like, Fantastic Four and Suicide Squad existed in. But I did see a movie recently that not a lot of people are talking about. So let's talk about it. So Logan Lucky is the return of director Steven Soderbergh. He really hasn't been out that long. His last movie was like 2013, so really it's just another Steven Soderbergh movie. But what this movie is basically Ocean's 11 for redneck. So Channing Tatum and Adam Driver, they play two brothers, two redneck brothers. They're both kind of down on this luck. They're the Logan brothers, and there's this thing called the Logan curse, which is that their family really doesn't amount to anything. So they're trying to break that, and they're doing this huge heist to rob this big speedway. And this movie has a huge cast behind it. You got those two, and then you got Riley Keough, Elvis's granddaughter. She plays their sister, and then they also have to spring Daniel Craig out of jail to help them, along with his two brothers. And then Channing Tatum and Adam Driver, they scrap with Seth MacFarlane a little bit, who plays this really cocky race car driver. And then Katie Holmes plays Channing Tatum's ex-wife, and Roy from The Office plays her husband. And that's not even mentioning Sebastian Stan, Hilary Swank, and Katherine Waterston. All these people have varying roles of importance in the movie, but yeah, there's a big cast in this movie. And that cast was a big part of the reason I really liked this movie. I thought that the team dynamic that they had, I thought them setting up the heist and them actually performing the heist, it's not so much like white knuckle suspense, like, oh, I hope they get out of there okay. Because they're rednecks. It's not going to be like that. It's really more of a comedic heist movie. There's a couple times when I was like, there is no way that these guys are going to be smart enough to rob the Charlotte Motor Speedway. And then there was other times I was like, wow, they actually did it. Adam Driver and Daniel Craig basically steal this whole movie. I was cracking up at Adam Driver. He's missing an arm, and he has this whole thing where he's like, it's not my arm, it's just my hand that's missing. And Daniel Craig is basically unrecognizable. Daniel Craig's accent for a second kind of threw me off. His and Katie Holmes' accents, both of them at first I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to adjust to that. But both of them eventually won me over, more so Daniel Craig than Katie Holmes. Daniel Craig's two brothers I thought were hilarious. Channing Tatum and Adam Driver's sister, she's like the one in there that actually has like a decent amount of brains. The whole movie just felt really like fun and refreshing, and it's not too long of a movie either. Really, it has a good pace behind it. What I liked about it too is that in the first like 10 minutes of the movie, they're already planning the heist. Some movies will kind of wait a little while, like they'll have one job at the beginning, and then after that job, that's when they're like, okay, we need to perform this big heist. But in this movie, you get a little introduction to Channing Tatum, a little introduction to Adam Driver, they get in a fight, and then after that, heist time. Not like the heist starts there, but they start planning the heist, and seeing them recruit their team and planning the heist, and then eventually performing the heist, again, just, it was really fun. The only real big issue I have with this movie, and it comes at the very end of the movie, the heist is wrapping up, and there's kind of an emotional scene near the end with Channing Tatum's daughter, and I was like, yes, perfect end. But then the movie Return of the Kings itself, and it just keeps going and going and going. That's where Hilary Swank's character basically gets introduced, and it's her trying to figure out what happened and how the heist went down. But I didn't really need that. I like movies that are set in a really short amount of time. Like Logan Lucky, the majority of it is within like a week, and a lot of it is just that one day on the speedway. That investigation goes on for a couple months, and it really slowed the pace of the movie down. I feel like you could have cut like basically the whole last 15 minutes off of this movie. Other than that, Logan Lucky was really, it's one of the most surprising movies I've seen all year. It's one of those movies they started marketing late, but they were really pushing it, and movies like that I tend to get a little nervous about. And I was seeing some of the posters and a few of the trailers, and I was like, it looks like it could be fun, but I don't know, I'm still kind of nervous about it. But I thought this movie was awesome. It was really funny, it was really stylish, the acting in it was really good. Shave off that last 15 minutes, and Logan Lucky is like one of my favorite movies of the year, to be honest. It's not doing too well in the box office though, so if you haven't seen Logan Lucky, I would go check it out. But if you have seen Logan Lucky, let me know what you thought of it down in the comments, and thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys liked it, you can click subscribe and check out some of my other videos, and I'll catch you guys next time.